My name is DJ Anderson, and I'm coming at you with a book review today. Something I've decided to start doing. This is actually a new blog that I put together, or vlog, if you will. I've actually read several books, and over the course of the next few days, I'm going to kind of get caught up on reviews for those. And then any new books that I read in the future, I plan on going ahead and posting reviews on those as well as I read them. So yeah, I've been reading all my life. When I was a kid, I started reading a lot. Basically all I did was read. I was a bookworm as a kid. Then as I hit high school, I kind of stopped reading as much. Really didn't care for reading. Then I graduated high school. I didn't read at all. It wasn't until actually last year that I actually picked up a book and started reading again and realized how much I'd forgotten, how much I enjoyed reading. So today I'm coming at you with a book that I actually just finished a few days ago. This book is called A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. Now I read a whole bunch of different types of books. I read everything from horror to thrillers to mystery to just general fiction, all sorts of stuff. I don't really do nonfiction. Not a big fan of nonfiction. I do like my fictional stuff. I also read fantasy, things like that. A lot of young adult novels, which a lot of people give me grief for, but some of those young adult novels are actually really good, which I actually have a couple of those on my to-read list, so stay tuned for those. But anyway, A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. So this book is about a young girl who is going through a demonic possession, but we're seeing this through the eyes of her younger sister, who is at the time 8 years old. And she's telling us this story as an adult, but what it was like through her eyes when she was 8 years old. And the whole thing goes by, and you can't tell, if she is legitimately possessed or if she is just mentally ill. And it does shed light on a lot of mental illness stuff and things like that. So it's actually a really good book. Out of 5 stars, I rated it 4 stars, just because there was, I felt like there could have been a little bit more of character creation. I feel like the only character I really bonded with was the girl telling the story, when, I feel like there should have been some bonding with the girl that was being possessed, possibly the parents. I just feel like everybody else in the family was distant, which in a way was cool because, you kind of felt the way they felt. Everybody was distant from each other. So, all in all, it was a good book. It made you think. It was really amazing, and I highly recommend it to anybody. If you haven't read it yet, definitely pick it up. If you have, continue watching this video. I am going to be reviewing the actual book. The next portion of this video will be containing spoilers. So if you haven't read the book, now is the time to pause it. Thank you very much for stopping by, taking a look at my review. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next review. As for the people who have read the book, so there was some pros and cons to the book. First, let's go ahead and attack the elephant in the room, the end. The end of this book was insane. I mean, I've never been reading a book and then at the end of the book just been like, what? It just totally threw me off. I was not expecting the book to end that way at all, whatsoever. It was insane. But it was still pretty good. It was very, very tricky, how the 14-year-old girl told the 8-year-old girl, about the poison and stuff like that, and basically tricked her into poisoning the whole family. Like, holy crap. I mean, that just goes to prove that the girl was possessed, because there's really no way that she would have known that that was cyanide. Like, there's no way. So it was really really crazy how it ended. Man, what a secret to be holding for so long, you know. But yeah. Also, um, another good thing, I like how they incorporated the TV show that came and like filmed everything, and like how the author made it seem as though the film crew had adapted into this family. It was a very I wouldn't say simple transition, but it worked well. Um, and then the whole exorcism scene was good. But I do have a couple of cons about this book too. One being in the exorcism scene. It was kind of confusing, the exorcism scene. What was going on. The girl was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that," when the drawer was opening and closing. But then she like pulled out something and was like, see, this is fake. But I don't know. I was so lost. But overall, the book was great. I'm super excited that I finally got to read it. I'd seen so many good reviews on Goodreads, and the book clubs that I am a part of on Facebook. Um, I'm so happy that I finally read that book. So, yeah, that's my review on A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. Um, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stick around. I'm going to be posting a lot of reviews. At first, there's going to be a lot of them, a whole wave of reviews coming at once, just because I'd like to review some of the books that I have just read, because I've read some really good ones, and I've read some pretty terrible ones. So I would really like to get to review them all. Hopefully help out those who haven't read the book or are stuck in a part in the book if the book is really good and don't know if they want to continue or not. So that's why I'm here. So once again, my name is DJ Anderson. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.